just scoot over the tiniest bit to the left. There. Hi, good evening, everyone. It's time for a new game. Yes, I do play something other than Ace Attorney at times. Who'd have thunk? So, as you might have guessed from my Ace Attorney streams, I like myself a good visual novel and also a good mystery. And so, I was sitting here in my old workshop thinking, oh, what would be a good game to start playing anytime soon? How about an old favorite? This is 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Or as I like to call it, Saw Sudoku. If you're wondering what the hell Sudoku has to do with this, well, I guess you'll find out soon enough. So, just a disclaimer to anyone who does not know about this game, hasn't read about it before, or hasn't played it themselves. This is it's not like it's a dark game. It's got some dark stuff. It doesn't have a lot of like visually explicit stuff. You won't see much in the way of like blimps or whatever, but it is written somewhat like a book, and it has very graphic descriptions. So if you're squeamish about that kind of stuff, I would advise you to consider maybe not watching the stream, yeah, or VOD if you're watching the VOD. Otherwise, this is an expertly crafted mystery that I have played definitely more than once. So not too much is gonna be new to me, except that which I forgot. But it's still very thrilling either way. And I get to narrate it this time, which is fun. Okay. Now, let me just... Hiya! Hi, Krusty! Welcome to me stream, baby! How you doing, love? We're about to play the good old Sudoku game. Blood splattered Sudoku book. Yes, very family friendly. Friendly. Come on, Cody. Speak the words right. Okay, let me just look real quick at the options. How is the audio of the game versus moi? Alright, let me leave it there so y'all can hear it. Is anything too loud? Is anything too low? Oh yeah, this game's soundtrack is just fucking amazing. It gives me chills every single time. I just realized that the screen is a little bit cut. Let me mess around with it a bit before we start. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Okay. What game could be bad if there is a character named Santa in it? Yes! Christmas came early this year of this game. We're gonna enjoy all of the good old Redman's gifts. Okay, that should be good. So, without further ado, let's plunge into this tale of woe mystery. And Learning to count to 9. These sound effects bring me right back to my childhood. Yes, I played this as a kid. This game is fiction. I couldn't read that fast enough. Oops. Opening cutscene, let's go. Brace yourselves. If you're thinking, this countdown looks ominous, that's because it is. The quality of this video is a little bit dodgy, but then again, this was made for the DS, so. Kablow! Shit! A loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open.
What the?
Oh, there's voice acting. Right, I forgot that this version had voice acting. As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. For a crack, Junpei's hat connected with something metal. He rolled over and threw out his hand to steady himself, but he found himself groping at empty air. Now, I've heard of bad living situations in bad apartments, but this looks like a rather dodgy place to be living in. Unless this is not his home.
What? Whoa!
Is he gonna fall? His balance lost and his still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on, Junpei tumbled down to the cold gray floor. Boink! Junpei gets on the counter starting now at 1. Ding!
Ouch! God damn it! Ah! What the hell? A bed?
Wow! A bed? I've never seen one of these before! I usually just sleep on the floor, rolled up on the carpet. Wherein I think about the past. And it haunts me every day. He's a student after all. If we lived here, Cody, it would be cramped, so we would have to cuddle up. Yes. And if necessary, I could always remove a limb or two to make for more space as well. Now, I know that sounds rather crude, but it's okay. I'm a robot. That's just standard procedure for us. Sometimes you gotta take an arm out, fix the chassis, you know.
That fell pretty far. That really hurt.
I've rolled out of bed
My
once.
sight's kind of blurry. Must have hit my head.
It hurt a bit. Seen so far as I can feel pain, which is not that much, honestly.
No, wait. That's not it.
It's more of a system-wide alert, like the little notifications you get on Windows. How am I supposed to introduce my girlfriend? That is just a hat to my parents. Hey, put me on a suit, and then your parents will see that I have my head in the right place. That joke sounds so much funnier in my head.
An earthquake. But it's shaking too fast for that.
I mean, I've never been somewhere with an earthquake. Are earthquakes like slow? Or I don't know. You make bad jokes sometimes. No! I make bad jokes all the time. Get used to it. This is the Cody experience. Bad jokes, good voices, smiles.
Anyway. Where am I? Wait, it stopped?
Well, that's rather nice of the earthquake. Edgeworth would be happy.
What's that sound?
That's the sound that my neck makes when I stretch in the morning. There you go. Whatever it is, it could probably use a little bit of cleaning.
5?
I guess that could be interpreted as a 5. Crude way of writing that, but sure.
What's this 5 mean?
It means that you are blessed. The number 5 is good. It's one of my favorite numbers. It is 5 and multiples of 5 are great. You always get, I don't know, numbers like 10, 15, precise numbers. I love them.
It won't open.
Because they're not strong enough. Go and work the fuck out, Junpei.
What's this? Is this keeping the door shut?
You know, I was trying to remember what he was called the other day, and at first I remember his name as Juniper. So until I get to see an image of him, I'm just gonna imagine him as Juniper Lee in my head.
Hey! Hello? Is anyone there? Open the door!
You forgot to say the magic word. Please, Junpei, come on.
Huh?
Huh?
What the hell is this? A watch? It doesn't look like one.
Yeah. What's the time? 5. Always. It's a reminder that it is always 5 somewhere.
5. That's the same as the door.
Right! It should be 5 somewhere in the US. Oh, beautiful coincidence. That, or you're in for a very bad time, Janator.
What? How do I take this off?
Surprise! You don't.
Maybe pushing something on this will work? Nothing. Damn. Guess I'll have to force it off.
Just cut off your arm, loser.
No good. This
Yeah,
stupid
like,
thing won't come off.
if I was in this situation, I would just remove my arm. Boom. Told you. Makes life so practical. I don't get what it is with you organic types and you're having so much trouble with that. Come on, can't be that bad, right? I saw the guy do it in 128 hours. And these people only have 9, so they should probably hurry up.
What the hell is the deal with this thing? Where am I?
When you get an Apple Watch, but you only use Android. I stick to Android, because then I get to make stupid puns. See, because yeah.
And why the hell am I here?
That was a very intense party last night, Jennifer.
Why? What the hell happened to me?
Whoa.
My head.
Hey!
Huh.
PTSD.
This is... Hold on. Am I on a ship?
Oh my god, we're still in Dandy's Ray debut. Okay, I don't think people are gonna get that joke. I was watching the re-debut of a friend of mine, Dandy Floss. She is a ship captain, that's her thing. And her background is a ship. Hence the joke.
If only it wasn't so dark outside.
But it was a lot cheerier than this.
Huh? What the? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
This is periculous. Glass hurts. And it can cut your wires. Be careful, kids.
What the hell is going on here?
You should probably move away. Yeah, do move away!
What the hell? God damn it!
Hiya, Takapai. We've just started 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors. Was it 9 hours, 9 doors, 9 persons, 9 doors, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 piercings, 9... Nein, das klingt nicht recht. I never remember the exact title for this game. Anyway, I am doing baller. I am feeling top of the world. Because I get to play games. And it's fun. Now, Junpei, on the other hand...
Anyone! Is anyone there?
He's not having a great evening.
Come on, if you're there, say something!
Oh yeah, the voice acting is actually pretty good.
It's not stopping.
It only makes me a little bit sad because I don't get to voice act the characters, which I had kind of hoped to do. But I completely forgot that this version of the game has voice acting. Oops!
Not good. Not good at all. Okay. I need to find a way out, and fast.
Alright. Looks like he can keep himself under pressure. Alright, it's time to stop this in record time. Processors firing on all cylinders. I struggled so hard to understand how this view worked when I was younger. Operations during an escape. During an escape, you are restricted to an area. Your goal? Search around to uncover how to unlock the door. There are items and hints in the room that will help you escape. Use the cursor to select a location you find suspicious to search the room. Use LB or RB to walk around the room. Left stick controls. Move the left stick during an escape to use the cursor. Press X to speed up the movement. Press A to search where the cursor is placed. Okay. A bulletin board. Looks like someone put a note on it. About items. Once you've obtained an item, you'll be able to go to the item screen. Pressing Y will take you to the item screen. Woo! 3D models get to step around! Oh, what is the chord record next to this wonder of gameplay? Okay, I overplaying this, but when I was younger, this blew my mind, because I came from Ace Attorney, which was like one of my first visual novel, and then I go to this and, wow! Nice graphics! Alright, investigate with an item. The item visible in the lower left is the item currently in hand. When you close the item screen, the last selected item will be in hand. If you hold an item while investigating the room, you may trigger a reaction. Try switching out items in hand and search different places. Press up to quickly change between items. Well, I don't have any items, so that will just have to do. Picture frame! Woo! Little Titanic go woo! Can I look the tap? Yeah! Doesn't seem like there's anything hidden on the sink. This is the only drain in this room. I don't think you'll be able to drain the water that's coming in fast enough. This is the middle bunk. Okay, let's see. That's a table. Water is pouring onto it like a little waterfall. I don't see anything useful there. Wait, this is Junpei. That was Junpei talking. I should have got into character. Water just keeps pouring through the window. It's like a waterfall. I don't think shoving something into the window is gonna stop the water. In other words, if I don't want to die, I need to find a way out of this room. I have to figure this out. Alright. Oh, I can just, yeah. Okay, little door. This is the door to the stove. Oh, this is stove. I would have guessed at first glance. Well, it opens easily enough. Sure wish the door to get out of here was that easy to open. Well, that solves the mystery of whether or not this stuff has been used before. What's this? It looks red. Well, good to see that Junpei does not have Deuteronomy. I think it was Deuteronomy. Sorry if I got it wrong. Combining items. Select combine on the item screen to combine two items. If the two items can be combined, you will receive a new item. If they cannot, then nothing will happen. Try different combinations of items you find in your search. Okay. Let's try combining these two and see if I can get anything for this picture frame. Well, the screwdriver got those screws off easily enough. And here's a picture. Oh! Ah. Okay, so that would be 7463. 7463. This is totally a stub. Nothing inside though. Shame, I wanted to make burgers. Oh. Well, let's see if there's anything in here. Huh. Looks like there is. A key. Yep, that's a key, alright. A little blue one. Oh, okay, looks like I'm gonna need another paper slip. No dice, it's Loctite. Let's see if there's anything in the keyhole. Okay, so I'm gonna need both a key and the combination. Fun! I can see the bottom of the ladder. Ooh, the water is rising fast. Wanted to make burgers, Maya is I. Now, I do not have 4 stomachs, but I am hankering for a burger. I always am. Imagine if Junpei drops the paper and just disintegrates in the water. Yes, whoever made this puzzle did not think through the possibility that this guy may be very nervous from recent events. Oh man, the water's already up to the bottom of the bed! I've gotta hurry this up! Yeah. I would also be rather scared in this situation. Oh. Wir haben einen Schlüssel gefunden. Yay!
I should probably hold on to this key.
Why is this line acted? Oh, okay.
What's up with my face?
Come on, dude. Have a little bit of self-confidence. You're not that ugly. Rather cute, in fact.
I look like a zombie. Man, what the hell happened to me? How did I end up here? I left work, headed back to my apartment, and...
Oh. Revelations.
I'm back. Not like anyone will respond.
Oof. Hey. At least things seem to be going well otherwise. You've got a job. You've got a place.
Man, work was rough today. Huh? A breeze. Huh, that's weird. Did I leave that open?
Oh, you little air-headed thing. You should be more careful. People might climb in through this window and kidnap you.
Everything looks okay. I must have forgotten to close it.
Famous last words. It's the coronavirus.
Who are... I can't...
And this is why you should wear masks, kids.
Consider this a privilege. You have been chosen. You are going to participate in the game.
Oh. That's a rather forceful way of inviting me, but do go on.
The memory game.
You know, you might want to give this introduction when I'm not unconscious, sir.
It is a game where you will put your life on the line.
Daft Punk really isn't
The guy with the gas mask.
They gotta make money somehow.
That
I
son
gotta
of a
break
bitch
news
must
one
have
way of
taken
going
me
about
here.
it.
When I get my hands on him.
Now, don't go assuming genders. You never know.
Well, I guess there's no way to know if that was a man or not.
Yeah, there we go.
Just who was that? They said, you have been chosen.
Now, that's a chosen hero story you do not want to be the main character of.
What the hell is going on? Why me?
You are going to participate in the game. The memory game.
Dang, the voice acting in this game has been so good so far.
It is a game where you will put your life on the line.
No game, I've just heard that.
The nonary game. Huh.
Nonary also means 9 or 9 related.
What the hell is a nonary game? God damn it!
And this is what happens when you don't keep up with a thesaurus, my boy. In reality, it was Cody back in their edgy teen years. I'm not sure if you mean Zero or if you mean Junpei here. Okay, that was a whole scene. Where else do we got to look? Well, looks like we got a light here. And electricity. I guess that's a lever, huh? Maybe if I pull it... Oh, there we go. Talking Portuguese. Hello everyone. Welcome to another round of Cody has to speed translate. Just give me a moment. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Alright. Bem, parece que puxar a alavanca só faz barulho estranho. Maravilha. A luz continua vermelha e o display não mudou. Caramba! Por que diabos essa porcaria não abre? 5. Hã? O que isso significa? 5. Trinco. Na janela. Where else have I not looked? Onde é que eu não olhei ainda? Há uma toalha próxima, perto da pia. Bem, eu posso chegar até essa cama. Melhor dar uma olhada. Droga, não tem nada aqui. Opa, vamos olhar debaixo do travesseiro aí. Achamos outro pedaço do papel. Ok. Aham. Muito bem. Então, vamos voltar pro negócio. Então, nós temos 0, 2, 0, 2, 6. 0, 2, 6, 3. 0263, 0263. Por favor, me deixe escolher a mala. Valeu. Ok. Como que eu uso o item de novo? Ai! Vamos ver o que acontece se eu colocar a chave na fechadura e nada. Acho que eu vou precisar de algum código para conseguir abrir a mala. And that's it for Portuguese. Minigames. Oh, see you, Octopus. Thank you for showing up. During an escape, your investigation may trigger one of several minigames. All operations for the minigames are done by using the left stick and A. Some minigames require you to manipulate something, while others will only require you to apply the right object or press the right thing. Operation instructions. Pressing the dial will cause it to move to the next number. Enter 4 numbers this way and then press the key. If the numbers are correct, it will unlock. Alright. I feel minigame is a bit generous for entering. Yeah! Was I right? Yes! A big CPU plays here! Because that was surely a very hard puzzle. Alright. Alright. Let's see if these numbers work. Turn up the key and... Hey! Looks like it's working! Yes! Alright. Let's open it up. What is inside? Schoolwork. My favorite. Looks like there's something in here. What is this? A file? File screen. Ah, so many tutorials! Just let me try things out game. If you find any documents or notes during an escape, the information contained in them will be available on the file screen. Press right to open the file screen. Alright, let's see what's in this file. Digital root. See, that's what I use whenever I want to have digital soup. Let's see here. Compute a digital root with the following steps. First, add all the numbers in question to one another. If you end up with something greater than a single-digit number, add the digits to one another. For instance, if you have a double-digit number, add the numbers in the tens place to the number in the ones place. Keep adding digits in this manner until you have a single-digit answer. That final single digit is your digital root. Example, the digital root of 678 would be 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21, which is then 2 plus 1, which equals 3. Therefore, the digital root of 678 is 3. Example, the digital root of 1234 would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, 10, 1 plus 0, 1. Therefore, the digital root of 1234 is 1. I see. So, I just keep adding numbers until I get a single-digit number. Oh, looks like there's something on the back of this thing. A notebook, a pen, a calculator, and a stack of key cards. Huh. Ooh! Very flat key cards, for that matter. Big brain. No, my good Ray. That would be a big CPU. The latest gen stuff. I got him up before the scalpers could take him. New material has been added to the file screen. Calculator. Press left to open the calculator screen. The calculator can also calculate the digital root, which will be important to the progression of the story. You know, Junpei, we all will appreciate a good tutorial, but you're on a little bit of a under a bit of a time constraint here, my good bitch. Those key cards are flatter than my chest. Ouch! I feel called out. 7, 4, 7, 4, 8, 5, 7, 4, 8, 5. Okay. Oh, no. No. Okay. Alright, let's stick that red key in there. It's not opening. In fact, it's not doing anything at all. Well, alright, take that back. I guess I can move the dial now. So, it looks like I'm gonna have to put in the right numbers and then turn the key. I do that, this thing should pop right open. Let's give it a shot. I think it was 7, 4... Was it 8, 5 or 5, 8? I'm gonna go 5, 8. Trust in me guts. Okay, it was probably 8, 5 then. Yes! Yes, unlocked it! It's opening. More keys! Ah! I know these are cards, but they're so flat they might as well be slips of paper. Okay. And now... these cards with numbers on them. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to use them. Alright, let's slide these cards and see if they work. And... chuck. Password was not correct. Please contact support. Huh? It's not working? Why? Damn it! No, that's right. I still have cards I haven't used. What? Ah, damn it! Not again! There aren't any more cards in here. I've only got one other hint. Of course! The files! The files said something about a digital route. A digital route. The digital route, huh? What am I supposed to do if there's a 5 on the door? Do I have to get a digital route of 5? I'm not really sure about this. Whatever. It's worth a shot. Let's see if this works. I'll just slide the cards that give me the digital route of 5 through the reader. Operating instructions. Use the left stick and aim to select 3 cards. The digital route of the selected cards will be displayed. Selecting Reset will deselect all currently selected cards. After you select the 3 cards, use the left stick and aim to select the device. Okay, so to get 5, I want 14. To get 14, which are the numbers that I have? I want... Okay, that's too high. No, no. Ah! I just wanted to take that back. Ah, you don't need to tell me, Junpei! I was just trying to take a card back! I'm not that brain dead! Not yet! Anyway, there we go. Alright, I think this is gonna work. There we go! That's a new noise. Huh. Did it just unlock? Well, the light was red and I was... Just try opening the fucking thing! You're about to drown! You're about to short circuit, my good bitch. I said good bitch twice. I'm sorry. It's rather rude, isn't it? No doubt about it. There's nothing keeping me in here now. Time to go! And away we move! Towards freedom! Question mark. You found it! I know! I tried my best.
Whoa! Ow! My head!
Boink. Careful now, you're surrounded by a lot of metal. You do not want to go bonking your head against that.
Wait, is it over?
Hello, Twitch support. I want to see you because I have too many cute robots on your website. There are so many good robot YouTubers, and I'm happy to be one of the cuties. Unfortunately, I'm too cute for most governments, and a lot of American states. Not every single one. I allowed them a couple.
Whew. That felt too much like being flushed down a toilet. Damn.
I assume you would have experience with it. I don't know, Junpei kind of has been thoroughly bullied in elementary school vibes.
Well, better than drowning, I guess.
Well, we are home free!
Am I in a hallway? Oh. A door. Another door.
Wow! A bed! A door! This guy is so impressed by everything he sees. I wish I had that childlike wonder within me.
Damn this water. God, let me go.
Dr. Kuma voice. Door! Door! Is this ground made of ground? We'll be able to tell once there is no more water in here.
Huh, yes, it opened. What? What the hell?
Ooh! Fancy! And way more clean than the place we were at. Back there, I wouldn't have dared sleep in such a germ-filled place. But here, I could eat it right off the floor. That's how polished this is.
This is the inside of a ship?
I mean, that wouldn't have been my first guess, but fair enough. Wait, what? Why is it not giving me the narration stuff? You know what? let me... That's weird. Why did I get that? Is it something in the options? No? I'm confused. I'm not trying to skip anything, so... I don't know.
This is the inside of a ship?
Alright, I'm gonna read over this. Accompanied by a wall of angry water, Junpei shot out of the room and into the opposing wall. Yeah, that explains why his head hurt so much. The water tossed and turned him like a washing machine, and he only stopped rolling when he hit his head on the wall. Junpei struggled to his feet in the still rushing water. The water that had followed him out of the room was rapidly pouring out of the door. He flowed quickly down the hallway and slammed into the foot of the short flight of stairs. Just 5 steps, in fact. And at the top of the short staircase, Junpei leapt up the stairs straight for the door. The door burst open and Junpei exploded out of it, only to freeze in his tracks. What other possible response could there have been to what he saw? His voice trailed off, and all he could do was stare. Wait, there's different modes? Oh, I didn't notice that! God damn it! Ah, that sucks. I hadn't noticed that I had lost so much stuff. Ah, now I'm angry. There was probably narration back in the scene where we watched the flashback to. Oh, come on! Why is this the default thing? Oh, come on, that's like 40% of the appeal of this game is the detailed descriptions and stuff. Now I'm angry. Come on. Anyway, I'm sorry. We unfortunately lost a lot of the interesting novel stuff, which is how I prefer to play this game, and that's how I'm gonna be playing it from now on. Unfortunately, the logs don't go back enough that I can go back and just read it again, so yeah, you just have to imagine it. Stupid port. The door burst open and Junpei exploded out of it, only to freeze in his tracks. What other possible response could there have been to what he saw? What the hell? His voice trailed off, and all he could do was stare. A polished floor stretched out before him, ornate staircases rising up from the edges, each one of them equidistant from the others. The stairs and pillars were solid wood, and Art Nouveau embellishments and decorations covered the walls and pillars. It looked like nothing so much as the entrance to a luxurious mansion from the early 1900s. This is it inside of a ship? Junpei couldn't help but wonder.
Well...
The water quickly filling the hallway behind him suggested that, yes, he was. As he looked, a fresh wave rolled out of the room he'd been in, gathering speed as he moved toward the stairs.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is totally, Wait, what the...
Oh boy!
A wave? Oh, shit! Shit! Okay, I gotta get out of here.
Junpei spun around, his wet shoes squeaking in protest on the polished floor, and ran towards the tremendous staircase in front of him. You know, the idea of his shoes squeaking on the floor kind of brings to mind the idea of, like, I don't know, a cartoon character just running in place for 2 seconds before they actually sprint off. Which makes this a lot less dramatic, I'm sorry.
C deck. B deck.
I'm looking for the D deck though.
Hurry! Hurry!
That's the only NSFW joke you'll get from me for a while. As he ran, He glanced quickly at the plates mounted on the wall, denoting the decks of the ship.
A deck's next.
Yes, a deck is surely gonna be next. I wonder which one. He took the stairs two at a time, not entirely sure when he would find himself. Where, not when. Come on, Cody, you're better than this. Just as he began to wonder where, in fact, the stairs did lead.
What?
Peak character design, my friends! Gently saw another person out of the corner of his eye.
People.
He stopped short, nearly tripping over the next stair, and looked. It wasn't just one person he'd seen. On the landing to the left of the stairs, there were 4 people staring at him. And on the right side, 3
A
more.
lot of people.
Indeed. Although there were 7 of them. It looked as though they had been on their way down the stairs. As you can see, we already have Edgeworth here. They stopped short when they saw Junpei, their eyes wide. He'd done the same, of course, and now they stood there, staring at one another. Junpei didn't move, one foot placed awkwardly on the next step, in the middle of a stride. Who were these people? This entire interaction lasted only a matter of seconds. The women spoke to Junpei, and time began to move again.
I guess it's another one of us now.
A dancer?
I guess it's one way you could interpret this particular outfit. The woman was dressed, Junpei thought, rather like a dancer. Her clothes covered very little, and her prodigious jewelry, little more.
No, I'm not. You better get moving.
With no further ceremony, she ran, straight past Junpei and towards the doors behind.
Okay then.
The sudden proximity of a woman with such striking assets left Junpei momentarily stunned. As we know, Junpei gets very scary near billionaires. The others wasted no time and quickly followed the strange woman.
Silver hair?
Huh?
The first to pass Junpei was a young man with silver hair. He threw a quick glance in Junpei's direction as he ran, muttering,
One of us, huh? What?
"Oh, this one has a bracelet too. I didn't pay attention to whether the dancer had a bracelet, but this one definitely does."
Nothing.
Following him was an older man, his face calm and without fear. "Hi, Yanni. Welcome." Soft wrinkles sprouted from his eyes, and he came close enough as he passed for Junpei to see wisps of gray in his hair. His composure and shock of hair struck Junpei as rather like that of an elderly lion.
Going up won't do you any good. There are 2 doors, but neither of them will open.
Wait, hold on. The doors won't open?
The next to speak to Junpei was a girl with pink hair and a high voice. "Hi, it's me." "Huh?" Nah, I don't think I would ever settle for pigtails.
Come on! Aren't you coming? You gotta hurry!
Let me Junpei is scared of people with assets. The production value is too much to compete with. Yes, it could be like that, like, whenever you look at these streamers clearly dumped some 4 figures worth of stuff into their overlays. It's a little bit daunting. For us, little peeps down, just stretching our little MB caps out, going, "Oh, won't you please spare me 100 bits?" Also, you don't have to give me this. His small hand was wrapped around the wrist of another. His eyes were closed, almost as though he were sleeping. His features were graceful, almost serene. And he was dressed rather elegantly for someone his age. Something about his posture seemed very refined, and Junpei couldn't help feeling he was noble and dignified somehow. He certainly never seen one, but this man seemed like what Junpei had always imagined a prince would be like.
That's 9 of us then.
There's a bad joke to be made here concerning recent historical events regarding a certain family in a certain island country that I will refuse to make because I feel like I am already making too many dodgy jokes for Twitch.
All of the cards are in hand.
Junpei is in love. Look, I'm not much of a boy's girl, but this boy, look, when you part your hair in the middle, that's when my metaphorical heart beats a little faster. What does that mean? Junpei opened his mouth to ask what the other man had meant, but a girl with pink hair rushed past him.
Wait! They're gone. Just what is going on? There's an old man like a lion, a girl with pink hair, and a prince, and I have no idea what they're talking about.
Sounds like the plot to a young adult fantasy trilogy. He turned just in time to see two more people running toward him. One of them had hair like a bird's nest, and looked as though a stiff breeze might topple him. And the other was a veritable mountain of a man.
Huh?
Wow. This dude, big. An absolute unit. I want him to tuck me asleep and tell me a story. He looks like he would be very good at that. Me in Discord calls be like...
Ah!
The scrawny one scuttled past Junpei, as though he were running from somewhere.
What's that all about?
Hey! What the hell are you just standing there for? Didn't you hear him?
Oh, I love this voice for him.
The doors on A deck are no good. We gotta check the doors on B deck. Got it? Now go!
Yeah, better to hurry up given the fact that the water is rising rather quickly. Before he had a chance to respond, the man laid a massive hand on Junpei's shoulder. With no more effort than Junpei would have used to brush aside a fly, the man shoved him out of the way. Thrown off balance by the man in recent events, it took Junpei a few steps to get his bearings. He finally regained his balance and looked up at what the other seven had been running toward.
Hey man, that was dangerous! Huh?
Stop being so weak. Junpei, I told you, you gotta hit the gym, boy! There were two pairs of large iron doors set into the wall in front of him. They looked quite sturdy, and each had handles jutting out from them. Written across the surface of each door in red ink was a number. Door on the right.
4?
For what?
And this one says 5. They're the same.
No, they're clearly very different. One has a 4, the other has a 5. Don't be stupid. The guy Junpei had decided to call Silver was mumbling to himself. I can't believe that Silver the Hedgehog has graced our stream. Yes, I'm glad to see someone was in the same wavelength as me.
The room I woke up in had a number on the door just like that.
You too.
I was in a fire though. I had a fire. What do you got over there, Silver Boy? With an arched eyebrow, the lion looked over at Silver.
My cell was the same. A number upon the door. I opened it, ran down the hallway outside, and found myself in a rather grand room full of stairs, as I suspected the rest of you.
It was as though the floodgates had been opened. They all began to talk at once. What? The floodgates have been opened, my good sir. Quite literally.
Me too.
Same for me.
Wait, you all had to gather together and just found it without knowing that the others had also been stuck in other rooms? I mean, like, not to pass too much judgment, but if I woke up in a strange place and had been locked inside of a room and almost died to drowning / short-circuiting, I would be very suspicious of anyone I encountered unless they told me unless they spun me a very good yarn.
There was a door with a number on it.
It soon became clear that each one of them had awoken in a room with a locked door and solved the puzzle to escape. They all ended up in the same room, almost as though they'd been guided there.
Yes, we all saw the same thing. That's not important. We need to hurry.
You think I don't know that lady?
Before the dancer had time to finish, Silver was already running.
Open! Damn it!
He grabbed hold of the door labeled 5 and pulled. Come on, Silver Boy, I'm sure you can do it. However, what? You were telling me this scrawny looking dude couldn't do jack all about the door? What?
Fuck, it's not opening.
Oh
This
my
damn thing
god!
won't even budge.
That's not like a word to say on stream. Huh?
Out of my way!
Oh, there we go. Come on, Mountain. The Mountain grabbed Silver's shoulder and tossed him aside. Fuck. Yes. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it out loud. Fuck. Watch me get demonetized, banned, prosecuted, and promptly launched from this earth for saying a bad word. Next, I might just say his path cleared. Wait, did I read that first part? I think I did. His path cleared, he took a few steps back, then threw himself at the door. Rah. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Oh, come on! You had such a good opportunity to throw yourself 5 times against it. Maybe that would have been the charm given a number. The door shook as his body slammed into it, but showed no signs of breaking or opening. The Mountain threw himself at the door again.
A body slam from a guy that big didn't even budge it. There must be some other way.
Junpei turned toward door 4. Next to the door on the wall was a small box.
This looks just like the device next to the door in that room earlier. So that means this door is probably locked too.
Is this weird mixing because he's like imagining it to himself? I'm gonna assume so.
Still,
He had to check. Junpei grabbed the handle and threw all his weight onto it. It was locked as tight as the door next to it, as he'd suspected.
Damn it!
Junpei punched the door. It did not respond. The door
Are there any other
was
doors?
very stoic. He'd barely finished the thought when the sea-deck blade he'd passed on his way upstream, unbidden to his mind. His body moved before he had time to think. Junpei turned and ran back toward the stairs. He had scarcely taken a step when, at the top of the stairs, next to an ornate clock embedded in the wall, he saw a person. These people have never heard of door locks. No wonder why they were so easily killed. Okay, in Junpei's defense at least, the person did come in through the window. Pretty girl alert! Everyone start being gay in chat. You're fully allowed. It was a girl. She looked to be the same age as Junpei. He froze, unable to look away from her face. He wasn't confounded by her beauty, or something equally silly. No, there was another reason he couldn't take his eyes off the girl. Junpei had seen her somewhere before. He couldn't quite remember where, but he knew. He knew he'd met her before. Cutie girl, yes! Yes, this is a string full of cutie girls like me. Hi, Seed. Welcome. We're playing horror visual novel. I hope you're looking forward to a bloody good time. And I mean that in both the American and British sense. The girl, too, stared at Junpei, similarly stunned. Cody, I want those socks. Please give them. Ha! Yeah, maybe I'll give them to you after I got it myself a pair, honestly. I also love how they kind of look like some pride flags someone came up with on Tumblr for their xenogender. This is not a dunk on xenogenders. This is a dunk on bad vexillology. Her response suggested she'd seen him before as well.
Huh?
Without saying a word, Junpei walked slowly toward her. She didn't move. It was almost as though she was held in place by some sort of magic spell. As Junpei stepped onto her landing, the spell broke. No sooner had he set his foot down than the whole ship shook a second time. Kaboosh! The quake caught the girl unprepared, and she
Watch
fell.
out!
Moving on instinct, Junpei leapt to catch her. Or so he thought. Ouch!
Oh,
Her face was far closer than it should have been. Mere inches from his own.
Yeah.
He was flat on his back, and she had landed squarely on top of him. The girl seemed as confused as he did, and her face suggested she still hadn't fully recovered from seeing him. Oh, what a compromising situation. For a moment that seemed to stretch for a very long time, they stared at one another. The ship stopped shaking. What if I fell from the top of a staircase inside the Titanic on top of you during the honor game, and we were both girls? Everything was quiet. Water could be heard from the bottom of the ship, lapping faintly at walls and ceilings, but eventually that faded as well. The silence was complete, a thick, muffling blanket. At last, the girl opened her mouth.
oh my gosh! Is that you, Jumpy?
Jumpy. Jumpy. Her words echoed through Jumpy's head, and suddenly, his memory returned. Oh, right! I haven't had a good swig of oil in a while. I've played enough subversive visual novels to know where this is going. Now, Jin, mind sharing that in more depth with the class?
Akane.
I can't believe it! One day I will stop laughing at my own jokes. That day is very far away from now. Why hadn't he realized it before? The girl was Akane Kurashiki. She and Junpei had been friends in childhood. They'd gone to elementary school together for 6 years. But what was she doing on the ship? Droga, coach, eu tava bebendo café. Perdi até o inglês. Desculpa, Cid. Infelizmente, eu sou rainha da comédia. And they were childhood friends. Gotta head out. The pizza hike is about to start. I have no fucking idea what that means. Enjoy yourself, Jin. Thanks for coming by. Her soft eyes were only inches away from his own. He could feel the warmth of her face. Feelings he thought long forgotten began to work their way to the surface. Yeah, it always be like that. You think that you've suppressed your feelings for your old crush. And then, just like that, in a flash, boom. The new trailer for the new Space Jam movie drops, and then suddenly your searing crush for Lola Bunny is reawakened. Just like that. And this time she has less booba, so yeah. I was not mad at that because honestly I don't care about booba that much. Sorry, booba fans. He could feel his face heating up. At that moment... Ooh! Wait, I accidentally switched. Oops. Just give us a sex scene. Well, this is gonna be a very awkward one.
What?
What's that voice?
They hurriedly untangled themselves from another and struggled to their feet. There are a few greater squeaks than a voice modulator. That said, I think mine is rather cute. Their 7 companions had heard the voice as well, and many of their faces had gone pale. Did no one react to the quasi-makeout scene that was going on? They looked around frantically, desperate to locate the source of the voice. At last, they found it. A speaker sat in the ceiling. And I am infinite. Infinitely stupid. The voice was harsh, obscure occasionally by the crackle of static.
This is...
Junpei recognized it. How could he have forgotten it?
that guy in the gas mask!
Hey, asshole! What the hell is this? Come on out here. I want to get a look at you.
What do you mean to do to us?
I put a bit more passion in that one. Okay, maybe the comparison to Saw that I made was more accurate than I had realized. Ooh.
Nonary game.
What the hell's that?
Have none of you ever picked up a dictionary? It means 9! Come on! The voice continued, implacable. What, did you write it on our arms?
What is he talking about?
Hey, there's something in my pocket. Check this out.
Wait, are you gonna tell me that there were instructions inside their clothes and that these did not get destroyed by the flurry of water? Do these people all have something that the killer thinks is morally objectionable? The only common trait between all of these people so far is their very strong, very anime character designs. Silver reached into his pocket and pulled out a small slip of paper. The rest of them reached into their own pockets and pulled out similar slips of paper. Junpei followed suit and ducked into the pocket of his pants. He felt the telltale crumple of paper, slightly damp from his earlier ordeal. Oh, they did think of that. Oh, not well done again.
Hey, I got one too.
Sorry for going all cinema sins on you.
Then it would seem Zero has seen fit to grace us each with a letter.
Oh, how beautiful of him.
Would you mind terribly reading it to us, young man?
His request had been delivered to Junpei, who, after a short moment of surprise, did as he'd been asked.
On this ship, you will find a handful of doors emblazoned with numbers.
Oh, I always thought it was emblazoned. Damn language. Anyway, let's keep blazing it.
We will call them the numbered doors. The doors in front of you are a pair of the same.
Cody plays something. I know, I've seen gameplay of that thing. It's terrible. I'm not gonna do it. If I'm gonna play a terrible game, it have to be something properly cursed. I mean, to be fair to Junpei, he is reading from the paper, so it's more Zero's fault for not exactly being a poet. I could have given it a cooler name like, the Digit Gates.
The key to opening these numbered doors are the numbered bracelets that each of you possess. Should you total the numbers on your numbered bracelets and find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of that door, the door will open.
Oh, it's okay, everyone. No need to fear. This is just a fun puzzle cruise. Nothing to be afraid of here.
Only those who have opened the door may pass through. There are, however, limits.
Math. I know! Terrible! I did not sign up for this. Take me back to the art cruise, where we throw blocks at the canvas and then try to discern our feelings through that method and end up crying.
Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door. All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute.
Otherwise?
So this thing on my arm is a bracelet.
Well, it's not very functional as a watch, that's much for sure. Unless you just happen to be living somewhere where it is 5 p.m., in which case, oh, aren't you lucky? You glance around. You look like everyone else had one as well, and had come to much the same conclusion.
The purpose of the game is simple. Leave this ship alive. It is hidden, but an exit can be found.
Well, so far it's been, rather dangerous, this pursuit of ours.
Seek a way out.
Can you make it
Seek
alright?
a door that carries a 9.
If there is something else you need to tell us, then why didn't you just put it on the ladder? Much like my life prospects. Oh shit! I should have started playing this game 10 days ago! That would have been hilarious. That was a hell of a stream, let me tell you. See, it's funny because you can take the joke in both ways. 2 hours 30 minutes is roughly the average time you see a stream go for. But it can also mean like a stream of what? Because it was a ship. Well, at least they're very consistent with their obsession with this number. The voice finished, and the speaker went silent.
I hear a bell.
I think it's coming from over by the stairs.
It's the clock telling us the time.
Well, the watchers certainly aren't gonna do that for you. Everyone had their eyes on the antique clock embedded in the wall. The sound of the 9th bell faded away. The 10th never came.
It rang 9 times, so 9 o'clock then?
I think it's 9 p.m. I couldn't see anything when I tried looking out the window earlier. It has to be nighttime.
If that is the case, then we would need to escape by 6 a.m. tomorrow.
5 nights at zeros. Exciting, heart-pumping, overclocking. The speaker went silent and did not speak again. Alright, we've got our rules.
Hey! You bastard! What do you mean by that? Come out here, you asshole!
That guy won't stop shouting.
I mean, it is a bit obnoxious, but at the same time I can exactly blame him. If anything, I'm surprised most of you are as composed as you are.
And the others. Whew.
Whew. Just a second. Let me just... There we go. Junpei too was consumed by his thoughts.
I have way too many questions. Who is Zero? What's the Nonori game? What's it for?
He literally just described the game. I think that one is already fulfilled, my good boy.
Is he some nutjob just doing this to mess with us, or does he have some other purpose?
This will sell for a real high price. The footage we will get from this game.
Why pick me to
Hilarious
this
flex.
insane game? And the others? Why are these 8 people here? And the most confusing of them all. Why is Akane here?
Sheer coincidence? Maybe.
I haven't seen her since elementary school. Why her? Why now?
Zero's just filming a snuff film.
Coincidence? No. There's no way. There has to be a reason. I don't know what exactly, but there has to be.
Very well.
The lion's voice seemed oddly loud in the silence.
Standing around here won't do us any good. Best we get moving, don't you think?
Yeah, let's move those hips.
Get moving?
I mean, we could always just sit down and play cards.
Are you planning to open the numbered doors?
Hey,
Could be
wait!
a very fun 9 hours.
But don't tell me you're actually gonna do what this Zero says.
It's actually funny, that joke I made, if you know something that's coming down later in the game. But let's not spoil.
No, that's not what I mean.
The lion shook his head, mildly annoyed.
I'm saying let's find another way. After all, we haven't really examined this place yet.
Yep, time to bring out the magnifying glasses. We're doing an Ace Attorney investigation.
What?
Where have we not looked? Everyone searched A-Deck already, right?
Yeah, we were kind of in a rush though, so we probably missed some things.
Why don't we check out the lower floors first?
Can you even get to them now that it's
We
flooded?
should see how deep this place goes.
I can work with that.
Then let's go.
Yeah,
Whoa!
just as I thought. It's just about as wet as Akane earlier when... Never mind. I said no more NSFW jokes. Let's keep to that.
What the hell? It's completely submerged.
Damn,
Fine.
the water level keeps rising like this, we're all gonna drown.
No, I don't believe that's something we have to worry about.
The prince knelt down and gently drew his hand across.
See? The water's not flowing. That means the origin of the water has been stopped. Perhaps this Zero fellow has used some sort of remote control to seal a watertight door lower down. He said that our time limit was 9 hours. In other words, this water won't rise for 9 hours.
Very convenient. That sounds like a lot of physics calculations to make sure this would work.
Then you're saying we won't sink till then.
Well, that may be a little too optimistic. No point to wishful thinking.
That's depressing.
Well, I'm sorry, Silver. I'm sorry that I'm not being optimistic in the situation where 9 people have been kidnapped and brought to a replica of a ship to be tested for a murder game. Perhaps I should have been a little bit more cheery. Would you like me to give you a hand massage?
If we don't
My
determine a
poor
way
boy.
to advance from this point, we are stuck on A-Deck and C-Deck.
Looks that way.
Hey, hold on. How about we check C-Deck before we jump to any conclusions? We might find something there.
Huh, you're right.
Silver a twink, and a brat to boot.
I think we should look at the metal doors by the big staircase, too. They're pretty suspicious.
No numbers on either door. And I don't see an authentication device either. Nope. It's locked.
Now, whoever is the keymaster of this place must have a really hard time.
This one too.
I can imagine the
Damn,
size
none
of
of the doors are opening.
key ring.
Hey guys, over here. There's another door behind the stairs.
And
This
doors,
one doesn't
and
open either.
doors, and doors, and doors, and doors, and doors, and
We'll
doors.
see about that. Hey, old
I don't
man.
know. So
Give me
I
a
think
hand.
I think we're way over 9 doors at this point. But fair enough.
Using force, I see. Let's give it a try.
Ah, the ultimate solution. Violence. Ow! I can feel that on my shoulder.
It won't budge.
Could you not just start shouting out of nowhere? You almost gave me a heart attack, you know.
Oh, sorry.
It doesn't appear to have moved even with 2 of us trying. It's very well made.
Idiots. Try using your brain first.
Alright, then please show us how it's done, Miss Dancer.
Huh?
Take a closer look.
A keyhole.
Right. It's obvious what we need to open this door.
Love.
A key, huh?
You got a problem?
No, I don't have anything against keys, but a key did kill my father.
No, I just really doubt we'll find a key that easily.
I don't know. Junpei already found two earlier. Ignoring the tense air between the two, Junpei moved closer to examine the doorknob.
What's this?
A keyhole. Just above it was a strange mark in the shape of a circle surrounding the dot.
There's a mark on it. Does it mean something?
It is. You know what this reminds me of? 2 years ago, about-ish, they managed to get the first picture of a black hole, and I'm vaguely reminded of said picture of a black hole.
Hey, look! Over here, too!
I am also reminded of the many anime girl versions of Black Hole, named Black Hole Chan, because I don't know, that's just the timeline we live in. And you know, you can change the timeline. Gotta deal with that. Pink Hair was looking at double doors he hadn't examined yet.
More doors.
I think they're elevators. There's an inverted triangle button by them.
May as well try pressing it.
I wouldn't trust using elevators in this place.
Nothing.
Maybe the power isn't on.
Or we need to do something with this card reader. And there's a strange mark here, too.
It's a big H for hotted boobs.
What is this? It looks like a lowercase h with a dash drawn across the upper stem of the H.
For dancer only. Junpei stared at it for a while.
This is the symbol of Saturn.
Oh. Little Mr. D over here bringing out the plot
It's
details.
an astrological symbol.
Then the mark on the other door.
But frankly, I didn't know that either, so I appreciate it.
I think that was the sun symbol. We saw the same symbols on A deck.
We did?
I don't remember that.
A deck, huh? I haven't been there, so I wouldn't know.
We may as well check again since we're talking about it.
Convenient. Let's go and fill out the mental map. Lines was urged them on, and they took the stairs up.
There. The two doors next to the stairs. The one on the left had a keyhole with a similar symbol engraved on it.
She's right. It looks similar to what we saw downstairs.
This is the pizza door. This is where Jin went earlier.
This is an earth symbol.
If he's the only lion, then he's the leader of the lions. So does that make him the lion? No, stop right there, Frosty. This is dangerous. You are gonna end up making me sing Lion King songs. We are not. Do we really want to stop the stream for 10 minutes while I sing a shitty rendition? Oh, is that a fucking challenge? Oh, okay. You know what? Frick you. Okay, we're just gonna fill out this space where they're talking with Lion King.
The horizontal line
gotta
symbolizes
be
the
a
equator,
Viking,
and
so
the
I'm a
vertical
mystic
one
where-
represents the prime meridian.
I hope anyone who comes in is very confused. I've never seen a king of beasts with quite so little hair.
I see.
I'm gonna be the. Wait, I don't remember the lyrics in English that well. I'm just gonna sing them in Portuguese. Quando eu for rei, ninguém vai me vencer em nenhum duelo. Junpei looked up at the ceiling.
The ceiling.
Eu nunca vi rei leão sem juba e sem pelo. A juba que eu vou ter, vai ver, vai ser de arrasar. E todo mundo vai tremer quando me ouvir o ha! Mas por enquanto eu digo que eu não sei. O que eu quero mais é ser rei. Há muito tempo pra isso. Se pensa que
Metal plates.
ninguém dizendo
It's as if it's
não faça
covering something
isso.
up.
Então, pare com isso. Vou dar um sumiço. Livre pra poder viver. pra fazer o que quiser. It's covering my terrible childhood memories. That one time that I accidentally dropped a couple of bolts while walking across the school floor.
Perhaps it was a dome of some kind.
I wish we could get out through there.
Be realistic. We'd need a lot of explosives to open that up.
The windows, too. Huh, they're all covered.
Honestly, by the time we get to the puzzle sections, I might just start singing again. But right now, I want to focus on this glorious plot. There were several windows on both sides of the ship, or at least there had been. They too were covered with metal plates.
In other words...
Oh, valeu, CG. Eu tento ser fofinha. In other words.
We're trapped. All the exits go nowhere.
Junpei was not happy. How was he gonna get his burger? The girl with pink hair spoke up.
Well, I'm sure they go somewhere. We just can't open them.
Then the mountain spoke.
You don't know that. For all we know, they just open into walls or take us in circles.
The prince did not agree.
No. I'm sure they go somewhere. Otherwise, what point would there be?
A very strange sense of decoration.
And we can open them. Well, 2 of them at least.
Ah, leave it to the cyclist boy to be smart.
Oh, you mean the numbered doors.
All eyes turned towards doors with numbers on them. The atmosphere in the room grew tense.
Hey, wait a minute. I think I said this earlier, but I don't think we should do that.
The dancer moved in front of the doors as if to block them.
We'd have to be crazy to open these doors. If we do that, we're doing exactly what Zero wants us to do.
She has a bit of a point, but then, unless anyone's got a scuba suit lying around, it would be hard to do much else. Suddenly, everyone began to speak at once.
May as well give it a shot. Can't stay here forever.
Yes, I'm in favor as well.
No, I'm totally against this.
But shouldn't we at least try?
We don't know what'll happen. We should stay here.
We don't
If
have
we're
time.
sitting down playing cards
In
after
8.5
all.
hours, this ship is going to sink.
Oh shit, it's been half an hour already? Y'all better speed up. The clamor of voices made it next to impossible to determine who was saying what. Their arguments grew more and more intense, until people were shouting and screaming at one another.
Hey, shut up!
Oh, Junpei taking the initiative. Maybe he's not the scrawny, little nerd that we thought, or that I thought at least. They fell silent, and all eyes turned to Junpei. He felt each stare burning into him, but he refused to flinch. Whoa! Stand your ground, my boy!
Before we try and decide where we're going to go, there's something else we ought to do.
What's that?
We need to exchange information. We don't know anything about each other. I want to know who you guys are.
Alright, everybody sit down in a little circle and let's get to know each other. So, what's your favorite nail polish color, girl?
Who you are, where you came from, why you ended up here. Don't tell me you aren't curious too.
They were silent. Some of them looked the other way, or bit their lip, or crossed their arms and stared at the ceiling. But one of them spoke up. He was Akane.
I agree. I think Jumpy is right.
Jumpy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about him. I just call him Jumpy. His name is Junpei.
Oh, right. Thank you for sharing that without my consent. Very nice. She pointed toward Junpei.
We're childhood friends. We went to the same elementary school.
Wait, stop! Don't tell us stuff we didn't ask you about. Zero's probably watching us right now. What are you gonna do if he's listening in?
I mean, if he's already gone to the point of kidnapping us at our own place, I think he probably knows our name.
Oh, would that be bad?
Hell yeah, it would! We don't know how much that bastard knows about us. Maybe he just picked a bunch of random people to kidnap.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's a
If
good
that
point.
is the case, Then it'd be dangerous for us to let him know too much. If Zero knows who we are, he could go after our families. Maybe he'd tell us he had him to get us to do stuff, you know?
But we still need to know what
Hiya,
our names
Kylie.
are.
We are 1.5. Well, it's been 1.5 already. It's going okay. I'm a little bit pissed off because, see, this game was originally written, made like a novel, as you see right here. But the game is set to in default to be in a different mode that doesn't have all the cool descriptions that I like. And I only found that out after like 40 minutes and I missed so much. Come on, Chunsoft. Give me the goods. Anyway, it's going well.
It's going to be hard to talk to each other if we don't have names.
Alright, then why don't we have code names?
Ooh. Oh! Thank you for the second subscription! That's so nice! Wow. People subscribe to me. That's so cool. To him, apparently, it seemed like the obvious solution.
Code names?
I have a Cody name.
Yeah, we'll each pick something. Like, I'll be 7.
Wow. Very creative name right there.
7? Why are you 7?
It seemed a fair question. The mountain stuck out his left arm.
Because this bracelet number says 7.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
French sleeve. He's smart.
All right, I'm gonna be Santa.
Well, I would expect more of the white hair to be on your face instead, but yeah, sure.
Any of you chumps know Japanese? No? Well, san means 3. So, I'll be Santa. You know, like Santa Claus. Fits, don't you think?
Now, I don't know Japanese yet, but give me a year. And actually, y'all, feel free to poke me. In a year, I'm gonna know a decent amount of Japanese. That's a promise. I am gonna learn yet another language. I gotta fill my language gauntlet for the purpose of, I don't know, snapping my fingers and getting viewers from all across the world, I guess.
Then your bracelet number.
Yeah, it's got a 3 on it. Good job, Grandpa.
Sir, we're all Japanese. Yeah, actually, you have a good point. They didn't change anyone's name. Maybe the translation teams should have thought that particular one a bit more through. Just like the mountain had done, Silver thrust out his left hand. Oh my god, look at this fucking... What do you call this? You don't call this a glove, because it doesn't cover the fingers at all. Whatever it is, an arm warmer? Let's call it an arm warmer. This is the fucking twinkest shit I've seen in a while. Sure enough, the face of his bracelet read free.
Very well then. I'll go next, shall I? My bracelet number is 1. Given that, I think Ace seems appropriate.
Ah, AC. Alas, I do not think he's an attorney.
I'll be
That's for
Liz.
tomorrow.
As I'm sure you all know, it has 8 petals. Which means, of course, that my bracelet number is 8.
I would appreciate it if you would call me Snake.
Snake? Snake? Snake!
My bracelet number is 2. Since Ace has chosen cards, then I choose dice. Snake eyes, clearly. Which is particularly relevant given that I'm blind.
He's blind? Dun dun dun!
You can't see?
Can't you see that I can't see?
I knew it.
He'd kept his eyes closed during their entire ordeal, which had suggested something strange. But to hear it said so calmly, it was something of a surprise. Ah! Hi Ray! Welcome back. I was just talking about how there is this character who has arm warmers, and I'm like, holy fuck, that is the twinkiest shit I've seen in a while. Everyone seemed a little nervous at the prince's proclamation, but no one seemed to know how to react to it.
Me next!
There was one person, however, who didn't seem to be surprised in the least. The girl with pink hair.
I want to be Clover.
How dummy thick is he? Does he alarm the guards? He is very much not thick. This guy is built like praying mantis.
You know, like a 4-leaf clover. Good luck, right?
Looking almost bored, she held out her left hand. The face of her bracelet showed a number 4. They'd come around to Junpei. He held out his bracelet.
Alright, my number's 5. So my code name is gonna be...
A handful. See, because hands have 5 digits, much like this man has.
Why have one? It's not like there's any point to it now.
The dancer cut him off in mid-sentence. You can call her Lotus now.
I mean, we all know your name already. You're Junpei.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, they all nodded. Akane stepped forward nervously.
Then you should all call me by my name too. Because, I mean, it doesn't seem...
It doesn't seem fair to Jumpy.
You're thinking it's not cool for you to hide your name after you told us his.
Akane fidgeted. Akane fidgeted. Akane fidget spinner awkwardly. Junpei decided he had to do something.
What's your bracelet number?
It's 6.
Yes, fidget spinner. She is very nervous. She needs to stim right now. Oh my gosh! This sleeve is so cute! Você fez a mesma piada que eu tava pensando. Eu estou em sincronia com todo mundo que está me assistindo, meu bem? She hesitated for a moment, then held out her left hand. As she'd claimed, the bracelet's face showed a 6. That looks very uncomfortable because the bracelet is over the shirt, which means that it's probably chafing her skin something bad. Junpei looked at it for a moment and thought.
Alright then, why don't we call you June?
Oh, wait, where we go? There we go, everyone. We've already had April, May, and now we're ready for June. We're 25% of the way to filling out this bizarre visual novel bingo we've dug ourselves into.
June?
Yeah, you know, it's the 6th month of the year. So you're June.
It's also the month of my birthday. Or compilation day, however you prefer to call it.
Jumpy?
Akane kneaded her hands and looked at Junpei, uncertain. He smiled back at her, reassuringly.
Are you good with that?
Yeah.
She thought about it for a few more minutes, then seemed to come to a decision and gave Junpei a small nod.
Okay then.
I know that the game is pronouncing as Junpei, but I prefer to say Junpei. Their names decided, Junpei ran over them quickly in his head.
So this is how everyone breaks down.
Alright everyone, let's learn how to count.
1 is Ace.
Ace.
2 is Snake.
Snake.
3 is Santa.
Santa.
4 is Clover.
Clover.
5 is me.
Juniper leaf.
6 is June.
June.
7 is 7.
7.
And 8 is Lotus.
Lotus! Wait, are I missing
That means
someone?
8 of us have revealed our bracelet numbers. The only one left is...
That glasses guy with hair like a bird's nest.
Oh yeah, this guy's been rather quiet.
You haven't said a thing so far, have you?
I'm sorry. I'm now voice. Oh. His skin was pale, his breathing was heavy, and he was soaked with nervous sweat. His behavior seemed very suspicious, or perhaps simply emotionally unstable. It was difficult to tell. Whatever the case, it seemed clear that he had only a fingertip's worth of a grip on his sanity. The girl with pink hair, Clover, walked up to him slowly. Junpei, is that where that particular doujinshi that we had earlier in the game was heading? The doujinshi scene? Oh no. She put her hands on her hips and eyed him suspiciously.
What number are you?
Now, it's rather rude to ask someone for their weight when you've just met them. He didn't answer. His bloodshot eyes twitched from person to person, and his breath came in hot pants. Holy fuck! Dude, you can't really use your pants as a paper bag for hyperventilating.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Hi, I'm talking to you! The man licked his dry lips with a shaking tongue and spoke with a voice like old paper.
Isn't it obvious? There are 9 people here.
Yeah, I mean, he has a point.
And you know who numbers 1 through 8 are. I'm the only one left.
I'm the only one left? Oh my gosh, Scoob! Where are you? I'm rather scared. I wasn't ready for this Hunger game, man. I haven't eaten anything in a while. Is there a fridge in this ship?
So you're 9?
Yeah.
He extended a trembling arm. The bracelet did indeed say 9. Clover looked at it contemptuously.
What's your code name?
Code name?
What do you want us to call you? We all made up names. You should too.
I don't need one.
Why not?
Because I am not gonna stay here with you.
Well? He took a shuddering breath and exhaled. Clover looked at him with something very like disgust.
You've got some sort of plan?
I do.
Yeah? What's that?
You sure you want to know?
Yeah?
All right, let me show you.
I don't like this guy's vibes.
I'm gonna do this!
By the time they realized what he was doing, it was too late to stop him. E se na verdade o bracelete estiver de cabeça para baixo, ele for o 6 e a June 9? Olha, eu não vou spoiler nada da história, mas vou te dizer que tem uns twists desse tipo mais pra frente. Então, fica de olho. Ah. The man's body moved like a snake's, and he isn't even number 2. In the blink of an eye, he had slid around behind her and wrapped his arm around her waist.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Silver, Santa, leapt forward toward Clover and the 9th man. He was halfway there when...
Stay back!
Suddenly, the man's hand dove into his pocket.
Ah!
Where the fuck did he get a knife? He held it to Clover's pale, quivering neck.
If you get any closer, I'll cut her open!
Holy smokes! This got out of hand fast.
Yeah, that's right.
The man's smile was neither friendly nor reassuring. Sweat poured down his neck, soaking the collar of his shirt.
Clover, are you all right?
The Prince Snake's voice sounded oddly concerned.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is it odd to be concerned for the life of a fellow human being? Her voice shook, making her words even less convincing.
What the hell are you trying to do? I told you. This is my plan.
What are you gonna do to her, you sick son of a bitch?
Don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to her. If she just does what I tell her to, I'll let her go.
He started to move backward, slowly, keeping his grip on Clover. The fuck you gonna accomplish doing this? I guess we're about to see.
Slowly. That's right. Just follow me.
Keeping their distance, Junpei and the others followed. Eventually, the man reached the wall. He gave a start as his back touched it, then glanced around quickly and spoke.
Here. Verify. The left. Look on your left. Do you see the device on the wall?
Oh, someone remembered the instructions?
Place your hand on the scanner panel, the round part.
What if I don't?
The man's nostrils flared, and he looked like he was about to choke.
Are you an idiot? What do you think? I could slit your throat right now. I'll kill you if I have to. All I need is your bracelet. Just do it! Do it now!
Okay, please put a freaking hand on the thing, Clover. He pressed the knife against Clover's neck. Hard.
Okay, I'll do it.
Slowly, she stretched her left hand out toward the device.
Like this?
Her back was to it, and she had to feel around for a moment before she found the circular panel. It made a cold, electronic noise, and on the display above her hand, an asterisk appeared.
So that's how it works. He called that round part of the device the scanner panel. If we put our left hand on it, our bracelet number gets entered into the device. Then, should you total the numbers on your numbered bracelets and find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of that door, the door will open.
Oh, so we know what he's about to do. There we go. Junpei shifted his eyes to the door itself. Okay, everybody, time to do a little math in your heads. This guy has 9, and Clover has a 4. Who does he need to open the door? Whoever gets it will win themselves a head pat. The number on it was 5.
Door 5. Why does this guy know so much about how this thing works? It's like he knows exactly what to do.
Good. Good. You're done.
What a mystery.
Next.
His bloodshot eyes scrubbed from person to person until finally, they stopped on the lion, Ace. If you all had guessed, Ace, wow, congratulations, you can do basic math.
You, right? You're the one with the number 1 bracelet, right?
Yes, I am. So?
Then you're next. Just verify your number like this little brat did. What are you doing? Do it! Don't you care what happens to her?
Okay, just calm down.
Ace held up his hands, palms out. The 9th man jerked his chin towards the device.
I'm coming over.
Slowly, cautiously, Ace moved toward the device. After what seemed like an agonizing eternity, he reached it.
Now, verify.
All right, this is what you wanted, right?
Ace nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel. The device beeped again, and the second asterisk appeared.
Now the device has both Clover and Ace's numbers, 4 and 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. It's the same as the number written on the door, but it won't open yet. Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door.
Ah, there is the catch.
One more person. If what Zero said is true, he needs one more person. Who? Who does he need?
Wouldn't it be 25? What? I don't get what you mean, right? 4 plus 1 is 5.
Get back.
His voice shook, but the knife he held to Clover's throat made his words a command. Ace took 2, then 3 steps back. Square root, exactly! No, not square root. Digital root, that's a different concept. Digital root is when you keep adding the numbers up until you get to a single digit. So, for example, if you have 9, 8, and 1, you add those up to 18. Then, to get a single digit number, you add 1 to 8, which gets you 9. Opa! Salve, Major! Boas-vindas à stream. Ace took 2, then 3 steps back.
Farther! More than that! Go all the way back!
Okay.
Slowly, Ace did what he was told. The 9th man's lips curled into a cruel, twisted smile.
Don't tell me.
That was when Junpei understood his plan.
Clover's 4, and ace is 1. Added to the ninth man's 9. 4 plus 1 plus 9 is 14, and the digital root of 14, 1 plus 4, is 5.
Oh.
In other words...
There we go. We figured Scrawny Man's plot.
Thank God you were all so cooperative. Now I can get out of this nightmare.
He pressed his own hand against the scanner panel. A third asterisk appeared on the screen. He dropped his hand to the lever on the side of the device and pulled. The door opened with a heavy, metallic groan.
Good! I don't need you anymore!
He let go of Clover.
Wait!
Junpei leapt toward the ninth man, but he wasn't fast enough.
Here! She's all yours!
At least it didn't hurt her, I guess. Piece of crap. The man shoved Clover and hopped through the door.
Okay. Have a good one, guys.
Okay.
I'm going off ahead now. Well then. Goodbye.
He raised his hand and waved, a twisted smirk on his face. Also, what is this beeping noise? Then he was gone. The door ground shut with a dull clang of metal on metal.
Clover, are you all right?
Snake ran to Clover's side as she lay on the floor.
Yeah, I'm fine.
She climbed unsteadily to her feet, and once there, leaned heavily on Snake's shoulder for support.
Damn it!
Junpei ran to the door.
That bastard!
The others followed him. Several pairs of hands grabbed hold of the handles and pulled.
Open, damn it!
They gruntled and strained, but...
Shit! It won't budge.
I love that the way that he said shit here was like, shit! That was when Lotus, the dancer, spoke. Her voice was quiet.
Do you hear something?
Like, what?
Like some sort of beeping.
Oh, so I'm not the only one who noticed it. Junpei pressed his ear against the cold metal of the door. The others did the same.
You're right. I can hear it
What?
too.
Boink.
What is it?
Then they heard something else. He was the ninth man.
Why isn't it stopping? God damn it! You lied!
Who lied?
Lied?
This wasn't supposed to happen! This is wrong!
You're not one to speak about wrong, but what the hell is going on?
This is wrong!
His voice shook with fear. Safe on the outside, they stepped back from the door and looked at one another.
What is happening in there?
Open the door, please! I'm begging you! Help me! Please get me out of here! Get me out of here! God damn it!
Junpei grabbed hold of the device. He slammed his hand on the scanner panel. Nothing happened.
Why? Why won't it work? Engaged? Is it because it's occupied?
The world's scariest bathroom.
Oh my god, there's no time left!
Until?
Listen, I was lied to! He lied to me! He put me in here! It was him! He killed me! It was him!
So, the beeping stopped. The explosion rocked the room. Instinctively, they ducked, then stood up slowly when they realized there was no danger. No one spoke. Silence filled the room.
beep?
Beep boop. All eyes turned toward it.
Did that thing just make that sound?
The display changed from engaged to vacant.
I guess someone just suffered a karmic fate.
Let's
It would
see if
seem-
we can open it.
7, the mountain, swallowed hard.
Okay.
Junpei nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel. A red asterisk appeared on the LCD panel.
Well, it registered my bracelet number. But it won't open with one person. We need at least 2 more people.
What to do? Okay, let's run some quick math in my head. 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 8, 14, 1 plus 4, yeah.
Ace, Lotus, you think you could give me a hand here?
The pun was a little too on the nose, but the mood was still grim. Both Santa and June lifted their left hands silently. I think this is a mistake because I'm pretty sure the dialogue here is meant to say Ace and Lotus, not Santa and June.
Five plus 1 plus 8 equals 14. The digital root of 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5. This should do it. Now we just need to pull the lever on the side.
Alright, what awaits us inside?
You guys ready? I'm gonna open it.
Junpei grabbed the lever and looked back over his shoulder. They stiffened and nodded. Junpei nodded back and set his mouth in a grin line. Then he slowly lowered the lever. That door was cleaner before. There was a metallic groan, and the door slid open. A breath of air drifted out of it, carrying a stench that nearly made them gag. Junpei grimaced and put a hand over his mouth.
Oh my god.
Good God.
Lotus and Ace shuddered. 7 grunted.
Whoa, that's pretty bad.
Even Santa's voice shook.
He blew up.
It appeared that Santa was right. The hallway on the other side of the door was splattered with chunks of torn flesh and dark red blood. The shriek echoed across the room. It had come from June. Then, her strength left her, and she dropped. As Junpei turned to catch her, the door groaned shut. So remember that warning I gave at the very start of the stream? Yeah. This is a bit of an intense game. At least in its descriptions. She crumbled to the floor.
June, are you okay?
Junpei dropped to his knees and put his arm around her shoulders. That was when he noticed. Her whole body was feverish. She was radiating intense heat.
What the hell? Where'd this fever come from?
Oh, that's a rather intense reaction. Oh, wait. It's the coronavirus. I told you all to use the masks earlier. God damn it. Zero had the right idea, apparently. June didn't answer. Her face looked like wax, and her whole body began to shake.
All right, okay, let's just rest for a minute, okay? You think you can walk?
She nodded weakly. Junpei lifted June to her feet and guided her to a nearby chair.
Here we go.
Junpei has literally no drip. He dresses in an interesting manner. Though I gotta give him at least a little bit of credit for using a flannel shirt. As gently as he could, he set her down on it.
How are you feeling? Are you alright?
She nodded, and as she did, a single huge tear rolled down the side of her face.
Why? Why did this happen?
Because the 9th man decided to be an asshole. Her voice cracked, broken by misery and grief and choked by sobs.
Why did this happen?
Junpei spun around.
Do any of you know what the fuck is going on here?
June is sus. I mean, you can fake being sad, I guess, but it's a lot harder to fake a whole ass fever. He dresses very bisexual. There is all these people here. Very few straight people in here, if you ask me.
Who's Zero? What's this nonary game? Come on! Anybody? Anything?
I can very much imagine Ace being in a Bara manga.
What the hell is going on? What are we doing here?
Dying! No one spoke. Ace, Snake, Santa, Clover, Seven, and Lotus. They simply stood there. 7 pairs of downcast eyes and 7 grim lines for mouths. Jun's body shook with silent sobs. They slowed as the minutes ticked by, and eventually they stopped. God, I love the music. It sends little, tiny little spikes in my processes. Something akin to goosebumps, if you will. Then suddenly, in the cold, heavy silence that had enveloped them like a thick fog, a bell began to ring. The clock in the central hall. 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And then, on the 10th ring, it stopped. The sound of the bell faded away into silence.
It's 10 o'clock then.
Ace said what each one of them had been thinking. Yep, that's about-ish 11.11% free of your time.
That means it's been an hour since Zero's little announcement.
I would hurry up. Seven's deep voice echoed across the room.
Fuck! I've had enough of this crap!
Santa leapt to his feet, his fists clenched.
How long are we gonna pussyfoot around like this?
It's 10 o'clock now here in the UK. Oh, you better stay away from any ships tonight, Frosty.
We've only got 8 hours until this time limit Zero
Wait a
is going
second.
on about is up.
Pussyfoot. Is that a thing that people say? Pussyfoot?
Let's get going already! Go! Go!
I love this expression. I'm gonna use it in the future. Stop pussyfooting, you pussy. Santa's outburst fell on deaf ears. No one seemed to agree with him. I mean, I think he has the right idea. They stared back at him, their eyes blank, and their faces tired. Finally, Lotus spoke.
No, I refuse. I'm not gonna end up like him.
Him? You mean the 9th man?
Of course, who else?
No one under like 60 says it. It's very kinky. There's 2 kinds of people. The people who give a pragmatic answer, and then there's Ani being a horny fucking chud. In his mind's eye, Junpei saw the corpse again.
Blood and pieces of flesh.
Yummy! The dark, reddish-black pool of blood. The scattered pieces of flesh. Organs thrown across the floor like the blossoming of a grotesque flower. The explosion that had torn through this body had been powerful.
That's no way for a person to die.
The 9th man's neck had been twisted at an odd angle. Junpei suspected the detonation had thrown him against the wall. Half of his face was crushed, and the other half was covered in blood. Most of his abdomen had been emptied, either by the explosion or by gravity. He had landed on his back, and stark white ribs jutted up out of his chest, like the legs of some sort of macabre crab. Junpei felt something flip in his stomach.
I think he just screwed up.
Eyebrows went up, and Santa continued.
Probably set off some sort of trap, and that killed him. I'm not gonna screw up like that. I'm getting out of here alive.
The power of teamwork. Everyone plays nice, stays together, and avoids getting blown up to death. Don't lose it, man. You have a long way to go. Whatever Snake was laughing at, Santa did not find it particularly humorous.
What's so goddamn funny?
Oh, my apologies. You were just, so very confident. I couldn't help myself.
What the fuck?
I think you've mistaken the situation.
Huh?
Oh, well? Are we gonna have a fight?
The ninth man's death. It had nothing to do with the trap. Or at least, not the sort of trap you imagine it did.
Then?
He broke one of Zero's rules. That was why he died. Quite simple if you think about it.
Oh, that emphasis on think. I can get the implication there that Santa's not, thinking. I don't know, air horns, please. This man is savage. He has no eyes, and yet he has his sight set on his prey.
Huh?
You still don't... All right. How about you take a moment and think back to what Zero said? Specifically, what did he say about the number of people?
Santa is head empty, no thought. The ninth man is body empty, also no thought.
He said only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door, right?
And after that? You've forgotten the relevant part. What did Zero say?
Santa furrowed his brow in thought. Junpei thought back. Zero said,
All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute, right? I think it was something like that.
"No being lazy around here, lest you wanna go up the air. Little fleshy smithereens in the night."
Whatever it was, it means that groups of less than 3 or more than 5 can't go through.
That is correct. A gold star for you, Junpei.
No need to infantilize me, Snake. Blind Edge Dwarf. Snake inclined his head toward Junpei.
The ninth man, however, broke that rule. He tried to pass through a numbered door by himself. That was why he was executed.
And Zero's watching us from somewhere, making sure we don't break any rules.
Oh, I'm not so sure of that.
Why not?
Because this execution system is entirely automatic. You didn't notice? There's no need for him to monitor us.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean, boy? The Snake looked at Seven with what could only be described as pity and sighed.
Very well. I see it must be me who tells you. I've waited long enough, I suppose. I had hoped Zero might spare me the trouble, but that seems increasingly unlikely.
He couldn't see them, of course, but perhaps the Snake sensed the confused eyes upon him. When they spoke, he gave words to everyone else's thoughts.
Do you know something?
Well, I know a great many things, but yes.
What is it you know?
Here.
Snake removed a card from the pocket of his jacket.
What does it say?
See for yourself.
With a flourish, he presented it to Ace, who took a close look at it and spoke.
Come on now, what's the point of giving me this?
Give me that.
Let me guess, it's written in Braille. Santa snatched the card from Ace, but his expression of disgust quickly turned to one of confusion.
Huh? The hell is this?
Seven tugged it out of Santa's hands.
I see.
The card went from Seven to Lotus, from Lotus to June, and finally to Junpei. Snake is too pompous, I'm not a fan. He's a little bit of an ass, but at least he dresses better than most people around this place. He looked at it and understood.
This is Braille.
Oh, it's pronounced like Braille? I thought it was going to be pronounced like Braille. Braille, the written language of the blind. The card was covered with small embossed bumps. Junpei could recognize it, but he certainly couldn't read it.
Sorry guys, I can't read this. Here, have it back.
Now, I'm kind of curious. Earlier when I saw the little slip of paper that had the rules, They were translated from Japanese, obviously. But now I'm wondering if they actually went through the trouble of translating the Braille from Japanese to English here as well. Junpei handed the card back to Snake, who nodded at him with a small smirk.
Okay, that was fun. What's so important about that card?
I found it in my pocket. I can only assume it is a message from Zero.
From Zero?
A message?
What does it say?
Suddenly, everyone was crowding around Snake, desperate to hear what the message said. You know, whatever it is, you could have probably brought it up earlier. What is it with boys with silver parted hair and waiting to disclose very important information? I'm going insane! Santa especially looked as if he were about to grab hold of Snake and shake the answers from him. Snake raised his hand.
Calm down now. No need to panic. You don't need to force me. I'll read it.
Junpei swallowed hard and waited for him to start. He was not the only one. Presently, Snake began to read, his voice calm. His fingers glided over the tiny bumps as he spoke.
Bracelet number 2. Since you are not blessed with sight, I shall bless you and only you with information.
Oh, kind of you to share it with the rest of class
I shall
then.
tell you of the function of the red, of the dead, and of the bracelet.
I was expecting him to end that with end of the redemption.
The red is the recognition device. It will verify your number. Beside every numbered door, you will find a red. The dead is the deactivation device. It does exactly what it says. Once you have passed through the numbered door, you must use the dead to stop the detonator in your bracelet.
Holy smokes.
But perhaps you are wondering, what does this detonator detonate? I am afraid this might be something of a surprise. I have placed a small bomb inside of you and people who you are about to meet.
Holy shit.
You swallowed it while you were unconscious. I have no doubt, by the time you read this note, the bomb will have passed your stomach and found its way to your small intestine.
Here's a fun little fact. You know, eclairs, in Portuguese, we usually call them bombs, or chocolate bombs. That's not exactly the kind of eclair I was hoping to eat tonight.
In other words, you will be unable to regurgitate it. I suggest you do not try. As I mentioned before, the bracelet on your left hand contains a detonator. Think of it as a remote fuse, or timer, for the bomb in your body. There is only one condition which will cause it to detonate.
Oh, you also use that term. Huh.
That condition is that you enter a numbered door. Once you have done so, the timer will activate, no matter who you may be. You will have 81 seconds.
Oh, because 81 is 9 to the power of 2.
If, after that time, the detonator has not
There's
been
more
activated,
to 0.
it will send a signal to the bomb in your body, instructing it to explode. In order to deactivate the detonator, every person who verified their number at the red must also verify their numbers at the dead.
Unless they want to end up as the eponymous scanner.
Once all numbers have been verified by the dead, you need only pull the lever at its side, and the countdown will cease. Anyone who does not verify their number at the red will find themselves unable to verify their number at the dead. That is to say, if you should pass through a numbered door without first verifying your number at the red,
Are y'all taking notes? This is all important stuff.
will be dead. You must also keep in mind that the numbered doors will close automatically after 9 seconds have passed.
7 seconds have passed. 8 seconds have passed. 9 seconds have passed.
So long as the doors open, the dead will not function. You would do well to remember this. Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do
Holy
so.
smokes! Zero put a lot of information into this tiny braille card. Holy fuck.
1. You escape from this ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confine of the ship, or the exotic wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. There is no other way to remove your bracelet.
Maybe if you just, I don't know, hold your breath for a really long time, it'll drop down to 0?
If you attempt to force it off, or disable the detonator, the bomb within you will immediately explode.
This is all the information which I can impart to you. How you choose to use it is for you to decide. If used wisely, you can eliminate those who might be a danger.
Also,
For a
Zig's
time,
impression of
you will be
Zero
able
is
to
really
control
great.
your fate.
I don't know how he does the filter while he's reading this to everyone. It's simple. He paid a lifetime subscription to Voice Mod.
I wish you the best of luck.
His strings sponsored. Unfortunately not. But hey, you out there, I know you're looking for someone to be the image of your brand. How about Kobe? Now, let's look at my positives. I like to think I have a pretty nice voice. I have glamorous hair. And I'm charismatic, I hope. Huh? And I will be very happy. Please sponsor me, I would like money. I want to buy more commissions. I want more art of myself, okay? The possibilities. I've barely begun to think of them. Maid Cody. There's already been Maid Cody, but more Maid Cody. Hiker Cody. Indiana Jones Cody. Star Wars Cody. I don't know why I'm starting to think of movies. Snake finished reading and carefully returned the card to his pocket.
So it's saying only those who verify their numbers at the red can pass through the numbered doors. Teams can't add or subtract people after they're scanned in. The reds, deads, and bracelets enforce the rules. They're judge, jury, and executioner.
Genau. Gut getan, Junpei.
Shit! A fucking bomb! Come out! Come out, damn it!
Blah. In defiance of Zero's suggestions, both Center and Seven put fingers on their throats and began to gag. The rest stiffened. Some touched their stomachs. Some simply stared at their bracelets. Junpei gingerly touched his stomach.
There's a bomb inside me.
Yes, it's called puberty. The thought of it made him queasy. His stomach felt oddly hollow, and his legs were weak. Yes, it's hollow because it's in your small intestine now.
What made Zero think creating this horror show of a game was a good idea?
It's just a prank, bro. Junpei looked over the others.
All right, I'm gonna ask one more time. Do any of you know anything about Zero?
It is a number that originated as a mathematical concept in the Islamic world around the 9th century. Very fitting! The 9th century! They were all silent, each person waiting to hear what the others would say. Finally, Senna spoke.
Actually, I saw him. I saw Zero when I got grabbed.
Oh?
I didn't see his face, though. Son of a bitch was wearing some kind of gas mask. What the hell? Come on, guys, give me something. You know, like surprise or something?
Instead, it was Sandra who looked surprised. There was a moment of silence, and then everyone spoke at once.
I saw that too.
I did as well.
Me too. I didn't see inside the mask, though. That mask, it was really scary.
Huh?
Well,
Oh, so all of our abductions were the same. We were taken from home at midnight. The person claiming to be Zero had a mask on.
wait, how did Zero take them all at midnight simultaneously? Or did he, like, pick them off one by one and just forced the other ones into a very long sleep?
There was white smoke, and then each of us passed out. We woke up to find ourselves on D-Deck, in a room with a 3-level bunk bed.
I don't know, being on the D-Deck doesn't sound so bad. Ah.
How about you, Seven? Did the same happen to you?
Only 7 stories seem to lack the detail of the others.
Oh, me? Yeah, well, mine was just like the rest of yours.
Dark web game show, I'm telling you, multiple zeros. Especially on their bank accounts for the weird freaks who are gonna be paying for it. That was all he had said. It occurred to Junpei at the time that it sounded somewhat strange, but he didn't press the issue.
Okay, that's good enough for now.
He hadn't done so, because there was something that struck him as even stranger.
So, I have a question.
That was the mystery of the relationship between Snake and Clover.
Snake and Clover, you were both kidnapped from the same room, and you woke up together.
Junpei looked at them, thoughtfully.
So, what's the deal with the two of you anyway?
It was Clover that answered. Clearly, she felt she had nothing to hide. Except her name, I guess.
We're siblings.
Siblings?
Yes?
Yes. Can't you see the striking resemblance?
Snake is my older brother, obviously.
I know.
That means I'm his little sister.
I mean, look. They're both human. Yeah. I just assume all of y'all looks related. That all of y'all are related.
That really so hard to understand?
I mean, how am I able to tell which one of y'all flashies are related or not when y'all don't even have serial codes on your butts? Junpei was taken aback. The others seemed just as surprised.
She is correct, of course.
He laid his hand on Clover's shoulder.
Are you, surprised?
Yes, I am a bit surprised that Andrew is her older brother.
Well, yeah, but...
I do have one. I'm not gonna ask.
Why? There are other people here with connections to one another. Those two, for instance.
Snake pointed at Junpei and June.
Oh, you mean between Jumpy and me?
Ah, yes. You did say you were childhood friends, didn't you?
Wait, you went to school together?
Yeah?
It's our lovely origin story.
Well, yeah.
Junpei felt somewhat nervous as well, and tried to scratch his head as casually as possible.
Hey, you think maybe we could figure out who Zero is this way?
Yeah, you're right. You connect the dots between the victims, and that leads you to the perp. Textbook stuff.
Stop talking like a cop, Seven.
Junpei. June. Does any of this ring a bell?
Oh god, is June gonna get Sayori'd? There are no suicides in this game, at least as far as I remember. Junpei, June, does any of this ring a bell?
Ring a bell.
Ring a bell?
Ring a ring, 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 ring the bell. They looked at one another, and like was staged, they both tilted their neck at the same time.
Well, perhaps you went to school with the son of a multimillionaire.
A millionaire?
Son?
Well, someone bought this boat and set up all of this.
Yes, it does seem like all of this would require an insane amount of engineering capacity.
Whoever Zero is, they must be incredibly rich.
Well, we can't be sure of that. To me, this seems as though it's the work of an organization, not an individual. Most likely, Zero is simply the representative of a larger group.
What sort of organization?
A K-pop band. I've heard that their requirements and their selection processes have been getting stricter and stricter as time goes by. No one reminded me to, but I wanted to oil it. A spends too much time on 4chan. I fail to see the connection here, right? Though, if I had to spend time on 4chan, I assume my hair would also gray out. Well, I had to intentionally dye it for the purposes of that joke, but you got my point.
It could be a number of things. An army, perhaps, or a research group. Perhaps this is all some sort of psychological experiment.
If it is, then it's a pretty fucked up experiment.
Doesn't sound too different from something you'd see the CIA do, I guess. Flashback to all the awful things that happened during the 20th century. Oh, VTuber Dad! Hi Dad! Welcome to my stream! Are we winning? Well, we're currently stuck inside of a boat, and we are under severe risk of death. Sounds like a pretty common Saturday evening to me. Thank you for the raid. What were you streaming, and how are you doing?
I mean, come on! A guy's dead!
The word dead hung in the air, heavy and ominous. The room went quiet again. I love this.
I don't know who
Yes,
the hell this Zero
me too.
asshole is.
I'm so happy to be playing it again.
Pretty fucked up in the head. to
I'm
do
a
all this.
little, the tiniest bit sour that there is a voice acting, which means I don't get to do all the characters like I would usually do for a visual novel, but that's okay. I still get to narrate. And also, I hope I get through this game, because I really want to play the second one, Virtue's Last Reward, which I never finished. 4-hour Dark Souls Iron Randomizer run that I lost. Holy smokes! That sounds hard as balls. You tried. That's okay. You will do it next time, Pops. I live in you, old man. I've never played a Dark Souls game. That's another one for the ever-growing pile of stream ideas.
If this was all one guy, then he's got some serious issues.
Even with the specter of death hanging over them, their discussions continue for some time. Now, Snake was being a bit of a... wait, no, it wasn't. Yeah. Yo, it's been an hour. I think y'all should hurry up. Oh, thank you
thought
for
we
the
were
follow,
finished with
reactive Cupid. Yes.
But then what should we do?
We should talk it through.
Oh my god, enough! All we're doing is talking!
Santa threw up his hands, his voice filled with irritation.
Talking won't solve anything! It can't help us find our way out of here!
Now, come on now, be kind.
Really sure you want to just sit around? We've only got 7.5 hours left. We already wasted an hour and a half of our 9 hours.
That's roughly, I'm running math in my head. 16.5% of their time? Around this? Everyone there was already on the edge of panic. What Santa told them only made that feeling more intense. No one was willing to argue this time.
You're right.
Very well.
Thank you,
then.
Lotus.
There's only one way for us to proceed.
Sure not gonna be fun running around knowing we gotta jump when Zero says jump.
Or Jumpy. Oh, I hope that you find the stream fun then. Though, I don't think I'll be continuing for too much longer. Like, I might go on for another half hour or so, but I'm starting to get tired. It is rather late around these parts, and the bot needs their battery.
Well, it's stupid to just sit around here doing nothing.
Well, thanks to Snake's card, at least we have some idea of how this all works.
Correct. And so long as we all follow the rules, we will most likely be all right.
But
But what?
Who's going to go in which door?
June looked toward the number doors.
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't have any more than 5 people in one door. All 8 of us can't go in the same door.
Then it
Which
would
means we
seem
gotta
we
split
will
into
have to
groups of
split
4.
up.
Wait,
We have to split up and look for clues. Lotus looked terrified.
I'm telling you now, there is no way in hell that I'm going into door 5.
Come on now, don't be selfish.
Call me whatever the hell you want. I'm not going in there.
Understandable. It is a rather grisly side. And also, to be double fair to her, she is the least dressed of all of them and would probably end up getting the most blood on her body.
If I'm
Fun,
going
right?
to have to walk through all that blood, then I'd rather stay here.
And we were doing so well.
Ace shook his head sadly.
Sorry, but I ain't going in there either. Someone else can go into door 5.
Well, I guess this whittles down the options.
Oh, Santa, not you too.
I was expecting Santa to be more fine with walking into red. Ha! Got it.
Hey man, I just bought these shoes.
That was so stupid. Oh, I just bought these shoes. Sir, I think this is not exactly the time to be worrying about our trip. Then again, cool scarf, I gotta say. From a fellow scarf lover to another, I
You
appreciate
think
it.
I'm getting some creepy dude's blood all over him? You got another thing coming.
That was a less straw.
What the hell, man? Weren't you the one who kept saying we should get going?
Yeah, so?
Oh my god! Can people please stop being punchable tonight?
Doesn't mean I wanted to go into door 5.
Oh, God.
There was an awkward silence. Finally, Seven spoke.
Fine, I'll go into door 5. I can't go in there alone, though. Anyone else willing to come with me?
There was another long silence. This time, Snake was the one to break it.
I'll go.
What?
Don't worry. You'll be fine. We may part now, but I'm certain we'll meet again later.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. Oh, I know we'll meet again some sunny ship.
How do you know that?
Because I do.
That's not an answer.
Also, it is a bit silly. It is a little bit teenager, but I kind of want Clover's outfit. Minus the whatever is going on. Are those headphones? I can tell, like, they look more like weird earmuffs. Either way, outside of that, I really dig that outfit. Picture that. Cody in a cute schoolgirl outfit. Ha. And a little bow.
If you're going, I'm going too. I'm going into door.
What am I going to do with you?
There's nothing you have to do.
Ace stepped forward.
If I join you, the problem is solved, correct? 7 is 7, and Snake is 2. And if you add Clover's 4 and my 1, the digital route will be 5.
7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 4, 13, 13 plus 1, 14, 9 plus 5? No, 1 plus 4, you got it.
7 plus 2 plus 4. The digital root of 14. 1.
Oh, it works perfectly.
Whoa, animation? Wow, that is ambitious for a visual novel.
The 4 of us can go into door 5.
Wait, what about the other 4? What's their digital route gonna be?
Jumpy did a quick mental calculation.
Lotus, Santa, June, and me. Our bracelet numbers are 8, 3, 6, and 5.
Okay, so that makes 11, 17, 22, 4. Yeah, that works.
8, 3, 6, 5. What would our digital route be?
I mean, did I do that correctly? Let's go again. 11, 17, 22, 2. Yeah, that's correct.
8 plus 3 plus 6 plus the digital root of 22. 2 plus 2 equals 4.
He repeated what he determined.
It's 4. Add up our 4 bracelet numbers and the digital root is 4.
Then we can go into door 4.
Yeah, that seems just about swell.
So the team assignments will be like this. 7, Snake, Clover, and Ace. They would go through door 5. Lotus, Santa, June, and me will go through door 4.
Are these really the teams I want? Beyond Door 5 is what remains of the Ninth Man. I never want to see that thing again, but something's telling me that it'd be a good idea to examine the corpse, even just a little closer.
Oh no, this has awakened something dark in Junpei.
Of course, if I went through Door 5, I wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa. I could bring June with me through Door 5, but that means she'd have to see the body in there.
Junpei was torn.
Should I stay silent and go through Door 4? Or should I stop them and insist on Door 5?
As he turned his options over and over in his mind, Ace spoke up.
All right then. It seems we've reached a conclusion. Shall we go?
He began to walk towards Door 5.
I'm going through Door 5.
Clover and Snake followed, with 7 a short distance behind.
We're over there too, right, Snake?
The door's not going anywhere. Slow down.
Which door?
Alright, chat, help me out. We have reached a little fork in the road. Now, do we want to go the easy route? Take Door 4. Everyone is happy for the most part? Or do we want to indulge in our terrible curiosity and go for Door 5? Yeah, that seems about an unanimous conclusion. Decided the Door 4 would be fine.
I'll go through Door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. There's nothing to worry about. I just need to stay by her side.
June, Akane Kurashiki.
This should be fine. It's no problem this way. I should see the other 4 off.
He made no shows of affection, but Junpei saw her as something more than just a friend from his childhood.
Looks
Oh,
like
does
Ace
someone
and
have
the
a
others are
crush?
going.
He watched the other 4 walk toward their door. Ace, Snake, Clover, and 7. Junpei said nothing as they left. Yes, we going in 4 because that's what chat decided. Before long, they had reached Door 5. They talked to one another for a few seconds, saying things Junpei couldn't hear, and then laid their hands one by one on the scanner panel of the red. I feel kinda like we're making a mistake. Well, too late to go back. We are plunging headed into the consequences of our actions, chat. He grabbed the lever. His face tight with determination, he turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions.
Goodbye.
Be careful.
Adios! Shall we? And off they go. Down this beautiful little park attraction. As Ace pulled the lever, doors swung open. The mouth of a great hungry beast.
So horrible.
Beyond the door, Junpei knew, lay the sad remains of the Ninth Man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and 7 hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing. Frosty, I would appreciate if you could avoid doing too many spoilers, even if it's just mechanical spoilers, alright?
What are you doing? We need to hurry.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time. Let's go. Snake had no such problems, as his blindness made him immune to the horror. He stepped through the door, his feet making a wet splack in the pool of blood. Why are there these random quotes in the middle?
Snake, your shoes.
It's fine. Hurry! Or are you planning on dying with everyone else?
Yeah, okay, fine,
I
we're
assume
going.
you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Sorry, Snake.
Let's go!
The 3 remaining steeled themselves and stepped through the door. And they're gone! Door 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal. Junpei and his companions scrambled to the door.
Hey!
How is
9
it over
seconds
there?
is 2 minutes because I take too long to read the narration.
Did you find anything? At least say something, will you?
Wait,
Something's beeping.
it's me! Beep, 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 beep.
It's just like before.
Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Do you think they're okay?
June's face showed her concern more plainly than her words ever could. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was Seven.
There it is! That's gotta be that.
Oh, they found the dad.
Come on, get over here. We gotta authenticate.
Well, the second dad of the evening. Ha! Like Dio in part 3, 1 second has passed. 2 seconds have passed. The sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door.
Looks like it stopped.
Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of relief of their own.
Hey, guys! Are you doing alright over there?
They'd heard Seven's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure.
Yep, we're fine.
Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay? The dead
Very helpful.
is just like the red, but the color's different. You know
It's
if
the color of
red
dead.
was red? Well, the dead is blue. Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too.
Convenience.
Awesome! Thanks! That helps a lot.
Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there.
Roger that.
Thanks, Dad. Ace does look kind of like a dad. Junpei and the others left door 5 and headed towards door 4.
Now it's our turn.
God, we're almost at 3 hours and I haven't even gotten to the first puzzle room yet. Holy smokes.
I'll go first.
They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it. Ba-doo. Ba-da. 4 asterisks appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed the lever and turned around. It's a visual novel, it's long. Yeah, you know what? I'm friggin' committed to this. I'm gonna see this to the end. My name is not Cody Silveda.
Okay, we ready?
Fuck yeah, we're ready.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go.
None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Junpei nodded to them and turned back towards the red.
Alright, let's go.
With strength and determination, he pulled the lever. Boink. Alright. Time to go.
Run!
Boink, 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 boink. The 4 of them leapt through the door together. Oh my god, why is this always so long? The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold electronic sound coming from their left wrist.
Oh, damn.
This is why I'm a little worried to play the end-type stuff on my string, since stuff like this is not the kind of games that people can jump in and out of. Like, I get it, but at the same time, like, this is the content I like doing. So, you know, you gotta stick to your guns, you gotta be true to yourself, you gotta eat some good cereal with fruits in the morning to be healthy. Go and do a light jog, make sure to stretch, catch some sun. In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to flash.
It's counting down.
The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moment each of them spent staring at their wrists, the number door behind them closed, the sound of metal on metal reverberating down the hallway.
We can't go back!
We need
Yes,
to hurry
that's all
and
it
find the
means.
device.
Hey! Where the hell is the dead?
How would I know?
Don't give me that crap! Start looking!
I already am!
They began to run, eyes looking frantically for the device that was the key to their salvation. The hallway they found themselves running down was a long one, easily 300 feet in length. That's like 100 meters, I think? Dang, that's actually pretty long. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken time to think, they would have likely discerned that the doors led to cabins.
Don't tell me the dead is in one of those rooms.
Oh no! How many rooms do you think there are?
What do you mean easily isn't free? Attack of the 300-foot tall ghost. Junpei was too frightened to count properly, but at his best guess, there were 7 or 8 of them.
Ah, fuck! We don't have time to count.
Junpei ran to the nearest
We
door.
just need to open them all.
He grabbed the knob and shook it hard.
It won't open.
It didn't feel locked. More like someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door. Junpei turned around to find another door, and saw that his companions had already run to doors of their own. They did not seem to be having any more success than he had. Oh, stretch! Yes! Stretch in the morning, but also stretch in the evening. How do you like the sound of that? That's all the little joints clicking in place. They sometimes shift out of their sockets. Happens.
Shit, this one's
Their
so
own
good.
words confirm his fears. Did I read that line yet? I don't remember.
Same here. It's not moving!
June was the last to speak.
Oh,
As Junpei looked in her direction, his eye caught something he hadn't noticed before. A small, red blinking light.
there it is! At the end of the hallway. Run!
Zoom! Even as he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Santa, Lotus, and June and pulled them toward the... How did he grab all of them by himself? I just have this funny image of my mind of, like, him grabbing 2 of them with one hand and the other with one, like by their scarves or collars, and just dragging them. Santa called out to them as he ran.
Hey, how many more seconds do we have?
How would I know?
One over the shoulder, the other 2 under the arms. He's not 7. I don't think he could do that.
Our time limit is 81 seconds!
I know
Yes,
that.
hurry up.
Damn it. Asking you how many seconds we have left.
In all likelihood, Junpei figured nearly a minute had already passed, since the door had closed behind them. If that was true, urgency foremost in all of their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead sat on the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them.
Hurry! It's the dead! Get over here!
They're a polycule now. A very interesting one, if so. Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and shaking. He slammed his hand against the scanner
Come
panel.
on, everyone!
The other 3 quickly followed suit. Beep, beep, beep. With a grunt, Santa yanked the lever downward. Whew! That was intense. Oh, boy, all this panting out of context is no good. Santa is a chaotic bottom. I'm pretty sure he could grab the 9 of them and spread it out over some sort of, I don't know, you know how there's like those, alignment chart things? Yeah, something like that, but for tops and bottoms and calm and branddish or whatever. I don't know.
Looks like it stopped.
And Junpei is dead in the center. His hands beginning to steady. Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had bedded on his forehead. Bedded? Beaded? As they caught their breath, the 4 companions began to look around.
There's another door at the end of the hallway.
He could see a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls of the hallway on either side of the larger door were 2 smaller ones.
Let's try this one first. And of course it won't open.
I'm pretty sure we've seen more than 9 doors by now. I am feeling lied to by this game. How many times had he come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps, he corrected himself, more a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding, and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else passage. Oh, thank you, Ray. We want to make sure that I don't destroy this voice module by not taking good care of it.
A keyhole.
Above the keyhole was a small symbol, engraved in the brass.
What's this mark? Mail?
Well, at least two of you can go through, I guess. He wasn't quite sure what to make of it, and stared for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him.
No, not exactly. That's probably the symbol of Mars. Well, technically, they are the same symbol, but I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system.
Oh, that's right. The sun.
I wonder if there's a symbol for Pluto. Can someone look that up for me? I'm curious now.
Saturn. And Earth.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
So this isn't the man symbol. It's a symbol for...
I think so, yes.
I see. Wait, where's Santa?
While Junpei and June talked, Santa had disappeared. They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He had gone to check the outer doors. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. It took him only a moment to catch his breath again.
Yeah, so, I looked the place over. Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
Then that must mean...
What a surprise.
We only have 2 more doors.
Lawyers examined the doors on either side of the large double door. There actually is a symbol for Pluto! And it looks like... Oh my god, what does this look like? It looks like an upside down and horizontally inverted A. It's my screams and the night as I tumble down from the charging station. A nightmare fresh on my mind, in which I'd been turned human. The horror of flesh on my skin and air filling my now actual lungs. Biological. Organic. Can you imagine? It sent shivers down my processes.
Maybe it's the room number.
The door on the left has a B92, and the one on the right says B93. All right, let's open them. I'll open B92.
Okay, I'll get B93 then.
Cody, you okay? Nah. Junpei put his hand on the doorknob, and Santa moved to the other door. They made it through the number door alive. There was nothing more to be afraid of. I think there's a lot to be afraid of still. Junpei and Santa looked at each other and nodded.
1.
In unison, they pushed against their respective doors. And... bunk. I like to imagine both of them fell to the floor and promptly found themselves in a new room. Wait! I get it! The solar system had at least 9 planets. Oh my god, Zero! What's with the obsession with the number 9, man? Get a fucking hobby! Go play badminton! I don't know! Dex! Hi! Welcome to my stream! Nice to see you around! You're here to catch the tail end of our first string of 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors, 9 hours, 9 doors, 9 persons. I never remember the order. Well, you're following me now. That's what's important. Welcome to the database. You are now one of my users, and I hope you enjoy your time here. Jun followed Junpei as he threw open his door. He turned around and saw that the door on the other side was open as well. Finally, something that actually leads into somewhere in this game. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa.
Hey, it opened.
Yeah, it did.
Cody, you evil. How did I not clutch you onto you every chance I get? I am simply too cute, and there's far too many people wanting to give me a good old hug. But where not, you can also give me one. I like hugs. Please give me hugs. Junpei and Santa looked at each other.
I didn't expect that.
It was so easy.
Lotus's calm voice broke into their thoughts.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan.
Wow. Yeah. The greatest tool of psychological terror. Doors.
I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet.
As she headed for room 93, Lotus continued.
Well, now we have these two rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out.
Oh! Gift sub! Welcome to our bitches and our bros and our non-binary hoes, Dax.
Let's find it.
And very nice of you, Frosty.
Santa and I will search this room. You two take the other one.
All right.
Okay.
I am now 47% cooler in every aspect of life. Nah, you're 69% cooler. I cannot resist an easy joke when I see one. It's my bread and butter. Now, I know that we just got to the first puzzle room, but it's been 3 hours and I am a discharged little bot. So, we're gonna have to call it here for tonight, beautiful people. So, thank you for coming, and I hope you'll be here next time for my next 999 stream. I hope to be holding these at the same time every Saturday. So, 9 p.m. Berlin time, which is... Fuck if I remember. Ever since Daylight Saving Times changed, I don't remember anything anymore. I used to have everything memorized, but now I can't. So, I'm glad you had fun, Cupid. Cupid. That's not such a hard word. Come on. Just before we go, I want to raid a friend. So, please join me as we raid my good friend Armageddon. She is currently streaming Celeste. Give her a big old robotic hug. And once again, thank you. I will see you again tomorrow, actually, where we'll be continuing Ace Attorney on Ace Attorney Sundays. Ace Attorney Days. Love y'all. And command. Ha. Ciao.